He said, when was this known to human beings? I said, what do you mean? I guess always. No, that's not true. Actually, what we understand today about astronomy, what we understand today about the universe, has only really come out in the last 100 years or so. A lot of it developed in the last 500 years, the basis for what we know today, but the proofs and evidences, even of the content of the moon, what it's made up of, how it moves, and so on, has only really been known in the last 100 years or so. And as far as ever going out of the Earth's atmosphere, this has only been in the last 50 years or so that even as discussed as a serious topic. Well, okay, so he said, but yet 1,400 years ago, this is something that we have in the Quran. I said, what? And that's when he began to open the Quran and show me some of the amazing statements that are made about the creation itself. And there are so many. And in our program here, The Beauties of Islam, we've discussed a lot of those. But in this episode, I just want to focus on who is Allah and what is the proof. The first and foremost proof is that we all exist. You exist, I exist. How did we get here? How did our intelligence come to us? How is it that we're able to reason? How is it that we're able, as human beings, to interact with each other? How does that come about? Where does it come from? And if you said this is just a hodgepodge of accidents taking place, something without any order to it, then you haven't really understood how the universe works. Because when you look to the structure of the universe, when you look to the way that it's created, the way it all cooperates together, from the macro of the planets and stars and suns, and from the micro, which is the molecules, everything turning and working together, all of this is what? This is amazing cooperation. And how does it come about? Right there, buddy, in the heart. Because nobody can play with your heart. That's yours. You own it. It's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. It is yours. Right? Yes. That's the one thing nobody can imprison. They can lock me in a prison, put me in a box, throw me in the ocean, but they can't control this. That's mine. That's yours. You own it. So if you get inside of that heart, like I did, and clean it out and throw all the trash and the garbage out of there, throw the lies out of there, the misconceptions, the prejudice, and just give it all up and say, you know what? I belong to God. I just belong to God. God, guide me. And that's what I did. And when I did that, I had this strange impression I need to put my head on the ground. And so I did that. My head on the ground, I said these words, Gabriel. Oh God, if you're there, guide me. And when I got up, I realized something. I'm the one with the problem. The world's not the problem. I was the problem. And from that day to this day, 19 years, I'm saying the same thing every day, 17 times a day. Ihdina Siratal Mustaqim, guide us to the straight path. Ihdina Siratal Mustaqim.
الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم.
And I'm going to tell you something. I'm not psychic. We don't believe in psychics and magic and all that stuff. We don't. But I'm going to tell you something. And now you brothers and sisters are going to see something strange. Because Gabriel and I never met. We're not setting this up. He doesn't even know what I'm going to say. But Gabriel, you've been praying in your heart, asking God to guide you, or you wouldn't be standing there right now. Is that true or false?
That is true.
There you go. There's your verification. He said that's true. And I know it because I've been through this again and again and again. Thousands of people I watch come to Islam again and again, just like Gabriel. They're looking for truth. They're not looking for Islam. They're not looking for the Quran. They're just looking for truth, real truth. And because there's only one God and only one way to get to God, it has to be on His terms, and there's only one way. And we said it, in Adina, in the Lahi, Islam. The only thing Allah wants from you is this simple thing, your heart. That's what He wants. Give Him your heart, and everything else will be fine. And how you do that? I'm going to give you 5 words in the English language. They have to be all at the same time. Surrender, submission, obedience, sincerity, and peace. Do you want those things in your life?
Yes, sir.
I do too. Everybody in this room wants those things. All at the same time, though. Surrender, submission, obedience to His commandments. You know the 10 commandments. We got the same thing. It's the same thing. It's not a new religion. And then sincerity. To be sincere. No lies, no showing off, no riyah, for Allah only. And finally, to be in peace with whatever He gives you. Say, okay, thank you. Even if you like it, thank you. If you don't like it, thank you. Anyway, because it's from Him. Be in peace with it. This word in Arabic is one. Takes 5 words in English. You know what the word is in Arabic?
No.
Islam. Islam.
Really?
That's the word.
إن الدين عند الله الإسلام